Thank you for taking the time today as part of CloudSlam to join us and listen to a presentation and hopefully ask some questions about the platform as a service layer of cloud computing. I'm going to talk today about platform as a service and also about some customers of ours who have built public cloud offerings and the success that they've seen and the hurdles that we jointly overcome as part of this process. I'm going to be joined later on in the presentation today by Jack Story, CTO of InfoCrossing. We'll talk about how InfoCrossing, a Wipro company, has built and developed a public cloud offering and why and the business drivers behind that. The agenda of the presentation today is that I'll cover a little bit quickly about the company that I represent, NICE, and how we operate, how we are in the platform as a service space, about our offering CloudFrame. But really I'm looking to spend time today to talk about the customers that we have and their successes. And then we'll finish with Jack talking about InfoCrossing and the cloud business that they're moving into, and also finish with any questions and answers. So please feel free to type in questions to the Q&A bar, and we'll try and cover those at the end of the session. NICE is a global ISV and a solution provider. We're headquartered in Italy with offices in the USA and Germany. We've been around since 1996, and our pedigree comes from the technical computing space, very large-scale distributed computing environments that are in use in commercial and academic environments. We've grown up understanding this space, understanding the need for scientific users and now developers and technical users to be able to access resources without having to know all the details of where those resources are, where the licensing is, where their data is. So the cloud concept is very common to us, even though the cloud term is probably only 4 or 5 years old. We have two product offerings in this area. One is the NICE Engine Frame, which is really an application portal for high-performance computing to deliver software as a service for high-performance computing. And the product I'm going to talk mostly about today, called the NICE CloudFrame, which is really targeted to service providers, ISVs, and people developing their own cloud service. We've got about 100 customers at the moment worldwide, a lot of large oil and gas energy companies, industrial manufacturing in the aerospace and automotive industry, research and education, and life sciences. So these areas are traditionally compute intensive, where they have a large cluster or farm or grid of computers, and they want to access them using common web protocols, web standards, and web techniques. And that's really where NICE provides solutions and expertise in that area. We address the problem by looking at the cloud from the needs of the developer, the engineer, or the scientists. And being a cloud, we use the analogy of a rainbow of offerings that the developer wants to access. They have a need, whether it's for resources to develop applications, to access databases, web environments, 3-tier applications. They have different operating system needs, different application needs. Yet they want to be able to access those consistently, easily, and securely from their desktop or laptop environment. They may be internal resources, on-demand resources, or to do with resources owned by partners, suppliers, or customers. And coming at the world from this area, we're also very focused on the central part of this slide, the collaboration services. So developers sometimes work in isolation, but in a lot of businesses they work in a collaborative effort where they're working with their colleagues, they're also working with their customers, partners, and suppliers at delivering an enterprise offering. And this is where NICE can, with CloudFrame, can really assist in not just putting together a cloud service, but a collaborative cloud service for our customers. So what is platform as a service? So start with the basics. I'm sure that all of you are fully aware of this now, having spent a day and a half in the Cloud Slam conference. But I like the government standards, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST. They use this 3-4-5 model, 3 service models, which is the software as a service, the platform as a service, and the infrastructure as a service. That defines for them the different tiers of the offering. 4 deployment models, being a private cloud, community cloud, a public cloud, and a hybrid cloud. And 5 characteristics of cloud. So 5 characteristics that need to be there to really define that this is a cloud offering. Number 1 being on-demand self-service. Number 2, rapid elasticity, resource pooling, measured service, and broad network accessibility. Those can be paraphrased as being the on-demand availability of compute resource, flexing that resource up and down, growing and shrinking that resource, pooling together hybrid types of compute and storage and networking environments into a common shared environment, a multi-tenant environment. Measured service being billing, and broad network accessibility really being internet and web standards to access those cloud computing environments. Gartner is also using very similar terminology to define a cloud